Hey beautiful people, welcome back to a new video on our channel Read Travel Become. Book haul videos are the best type of videos. You guys enjoy watching it and I enjoy filming it as well. So welcome to another book haul video. I remember this is my second book haul video. I had done one ultimate book haul video where I bought a lot of books last year, and I got a chance again to hoard a lot of books. But this time I did not buy those books, I did not get those books. I actually issued those books from my library. So this is how it works for me. Here in the US, books are very expensive. On an average, one book costs around $20 on an average, which is like 1700-1800 bucks in Indian rupees. And the kind of book lover I am, the kind of book hoarder I am, I don't think I would be able to sustain if I buy those many books. So that's why during these days, while I'm doing my masters, we have a beautiful library, and I issue books from there. And as expected, most of the popular books, the best-selling books, are checked out by students, and I had made a list that I wanted these books to be issued, and I always used to check every day whether these books are available or not. And finally, after 3 weeks or so, I got my hands on these 9 books which I always wanted to read. Yeah, let's talk about all of these books in this particular video. One small update, my little sister has also started her YouTube channel. She's into law, she studies law extensively, she has great knowledge about the Constitution of India and the working of law in our country. So if you like that kind of content, if you are into those areas of knowledge, do follow her channel. I'll put the link in the description. She has just started a channel, and it would mean the world to her if you could go there and show some love to her. So yeah, let's talk about some really interesting books in this video, and make sure you watch the video till the end. You may never know which thought or fact may resonate with you and change the course of your life. So let's get started. The first book is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. It's a debut novel, and this book took the literary world by the storm because of its writing. It was recommended by a lot of people, lot of celebrities, and lot of influencers also. This book is set in North Carolina, which is where I am right now. This book is about this girl who lives in a place called as the Marshland. There are 2 parallel storylines going on. In one of the stories, there's a murder which has happened and people are blaming it on her. And on the second storyline and in the second plot, her growing up is shown, like how she grew up as a kid. And that's all I know about this book. I have just started it. I have read around 60 pages, and I'm liking it so far. It's fresh, the writing is fresh, and it's very engaging. And because I always feel whenever there are these 2 narratives, right, you are engaged with the book. Most of the books which are written in that format, they are page turners, and this book is also a page turner. Most of the Murakami books, if you see, are written in this fashion, and at some point of time they converge, and that kind of writing really excites me. So this is that kind of a writing. You can like it. Next on the list is a book by an Indian author, Amitav Ghosh. The book is called Sea of Poppies. It takes a lot of courage to read Amitav Ghosh. I had started The Glass Palace last year. I completed around 30 or 40%, but I could not finish it. It was heavy. But if you want to get a taste of literature, a real joy of literature, the flow of words, the flow of vocabulary, this book, any book by Amitav Ghosh, is a brilliant read. I have read The Calcutta Chromosome. It was amazing, and I plan to read this as well. I've heard a lot of good things about this. There are ships here, there are tribal people here, there's trade of opium here. The entire story is revolving around some war which took place in the 1830s. If I'm not wrong, yeah, 1830s. So yeah, very popular book, always wanted to read. So I feel these kind of books can be read whenever you want an active state of mind. Just read 10 minutes of this book and you would feel your brain has started working. It's like that warm-up. I feel this is like a warm-up book. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, you can pick up Amitav Ghosh anytime. Next on the list is The Bomber Mafia by Malcolm Gladwell. So this book wasn't there on my list. I was just skimming through the library shelves and I found this. Malcolm Gladwell is the same writer who wrote Outliers and many other books, Tipping Point, Blink. I never thought he writes stuff related to World War II as well. So in this book, The Bomber Mafia, he has talked about little stories from World War II, especially focusing on air warfare, like when aeroplanes were introduced for bombings. He has told us about those people, those leaders who were involved, who were at the forefront when it came to bombings which happened during the Second World War by the USA. There are lots of good stories here, and the best part about it is there are little stories, so you can pick up any story and read about it, and in a non-fiction way. It's like a factual book. It's not exactly a novel. So yeah, looking forward to reading this. Next on the list is The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. So this book is special. Can you guys guess why is it special? Why this Agatha Christie book is special? If you guys know, do let me know in the comment section. Okay, I'll tell you. But yeah, this book is special because this is Agatha Christie's first published novel which introduced Hercule Poirot. First novel which started it all. That's why I wanted to get my hands on this book. Let's see how it is. Always been a fan of Agatha Christie novels, and I was reading some backstory behind it. There are some really interesting facts about this book. So before starting, read those facts first and then start the book. You will have a better time. I have no idea about the plot. I just know it's a mystery, murder mystery, as always. Next on the list is Circe. I don't know how to pronounce it. Circe, let's call it Circe, by Madeline Miller, the same writer who wrote Song of Achilles. I saw that book all over BookTube. Lots of people were recommending that book, and that's why I picked up, and I really liked it. Not that I didn't like it. And I saw this book in the library. Again, very very popular. Everybody talks about it. I don't have much idea about it. I just know that this is the story told by the point of view of this particular girl, Circe. It's from her perspective, the Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey. I haven't read Odyssey. I have read some parts of it, and in bits and pieces, and in the Song of Achilles, whatever was mentioned, only that much I know. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Again, it's been called a page turner by many people, and the book also looks really good. Like, it's very catchy, the golden shade and all. I was looking forward to reading this since a really long time. So yeah, let's see how this book is. Next on the list is The Architect's Apprentice by Elif Shafak. Elif Shafak is the writer who wrote 40 Rules of Love. Absolutely love that book, Rumi and Shams of Tabriz. That is why I picked up this book. Again, set in Turkey. Yeah, again it is set in Turkey. It involves some elephants, it involves some gypsies and Sufis and whatnot. The same setting which they had in the 40 Rules of Love. So that is why. And look at the cover. It's a gorgeous cover. Really really aesthetic and indie vibe I get from all of Elif Shafak's books. That's why I picked up. This was not checked out. This was just sitting there. I was just skimming through and I found this is what happens, right? When you go to find some book and you find that book, but other than that you bring in 10 other books. This always happens. Like, this was one of those cases of finding this book. Really looking forward to reading this book, and I'll let you guys know if it's a really good read. This book I got to read in between. Like, whenever I find these little chunks of time, I thought, let's just bring this book and read this book whenever I have some little time before classes and stuff. This book is The Very Best of Ruskin Bond. Little stories of Ruskin Bond, which are most popular stories by Ruskin Bond, and all the stories are very very short. They are not more than 10 or 15 pages, any of his story. I relate to Ruskin Bond's characters a lot, and it mentally transports me to those hills and hilly areas in the northern part of India. So that is why I really like having this book around. You can just pick it up anytime and read any story, and you would feel a good vibe after reading this book. That's why I picked up this book. On the list is a historical fiction. It's called The Nightingale by Kristin Hanna. Again, a best-selling author. Lots of Americans have recommended me this book, and this book was actually gifted to me. And this book is about two sisters during World War II, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's during World War II, and these two sisters, how their paths cross each other again after a really long time. It's about that. It's set around Paris in the war-torn France. Historical fiction is something I've always been interested in. I've read very few of historical fiction, and I want to get into that zone. I also want to read All the Light We Cannot See, and many others. I have a list. So I think this is a good starting point, because lots of people are talking about it and how relevant this book is, and it's soon to be a movie as well. So looking forward to reading this book. Not the least, again, a book which is all over YouTube. Lots of people have recommended this book. It's The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Heard very good things. It's a story about a circus, a magic circus, and I love these kind of novels. One of my friends recommended this book to me. Actually, he told me, if you like Christopher Nolan, you like non-linear plots, you like magic, hinting prestige, if you like all of these things, read this book. So that's why I picked up. I wanted this book since a long time. I had to fight for this book a lot. Many people were issuing this, and as soon as somebody checked in again the book, I was like, I rushed to the library and got this book. Let's see how it is. Let's see if it's worth the hype, and I'll definitely let you guys know if this book is any good. That's all for this book haul. I hope you enjoyed all of these books. Looking forward to reading all of these and letting you guys know. Thank you so much for watching the video. Do subscribe to my channel, guys. I've seen in my back end, I was just going through the back end of my videos, and it was seen that almost 70% people have not subscribed to my channel who are watching my videos. If you have good number of subscribers, if you know what kind of people are subscribing to your channel, you better plan your stuff. You better plan your scripts and make content and understand what your audience wants. It's an indicator of that, at least for me. So do subscribe if you haven't, and it will help me to make more interesting content and more tailored content for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video till here. We are about to hit 40,000 subscribers. I'm planning to have a nice live Q&A session with you guys. I'll soon announce it on my community page, and also let's see, there would be a surprise as well. At every milestone I plan to do that. At 30k we were not able to do because lots of reasons, but now I'm planning to do some good surprise for you guys. So stay tuned to the channel, and yeah, that's all for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.